Oladipo, with no one guarding him, throws up that three at the very end, and it wins, and there's the point spread. The point spread was 5.5.
Oh.
And so there's your definition of a bad beat. Jalen, super quick.
Oopsie daisy.
Were you guys aware in an NBA game of what the point spread was at the end of these? I'm not suggesting you did anything.
No, not at all.
Do you even know what it was?
I made sure I wasn't aware.
I know, right? Absolutely.
Made sure.
I guarantee you there were a lot of people watching that who were very much aware.
I would never know that.
Someone guard Victor Oladipo, for crying out loud. New hour starts right now.
Come on, get up! LeBron James taking over. Got it. Back to James for the layup. It's good. LeBron James throws another. The Cavaliers take game 7.
LeBron James was magnificent in this game.
Harden off to a great start.
For the most part, I'm going to do what I do.
Harden cuts right through the Jazz with another 3. Why not, says Harden. We've got liftoff.
Rounds 2 and 3, so much talent still on the board.
The Seattle Seahawks select Shaquem Griffin.
For everybody who doubted me, they gonna really feel who I am.
Stand back, leaping up, and he caught it. He got it.
I would be stunned if this was a clean catch.
What a play. That's as good as it gets right there.
Good Monday morning. Welcome to Get Up with Greeny, Jalen, and Ryan Clark.
Ryan Clark.
How did you get suckered back into this?
Double duty.
Well, you know what? I'm just happy you guys let me be on the show in the hour right now.
Oh, sure.
I am just extremely excited.
Well, we didn't think, we looked at
I'm
you
like
at 7 a.m.
David
and thought you
Akers
weren't
at a
awake.
draft right
here
now.
we go. That's, well, I don't even want to talk about that again. Big hour ahead. We're going to welcome Mel Kiper Jr. and Todd McShay. They can come back. They can recap. And then they can go on vacation, I hope. Plus, Browns general manager John Dorsey. But we got to start with LeBron in a Game 7. Favorite part of the year. Cleveland rocking. First round series, this thing went the whole way. Look, LeBron said he's going to do whatever it takes. He's telling someone right there he's going to play 48 minutes no matter what. And he almost did. He did go off, though. First 7 field goals, all him. Finished the first half with 26 points, which is the most he's ever scored in a half in a Game 7.
Made his first 7 shots on an array of moves, driving to the basket, finishing with his left hand, playing in the mid-range regardless of who is guarding him. Thad Young, Sabonis, knocking those down, making his 3-point shot. He was virtually unguardable the entire game.
Here we are in the third. Pacers tried. They outscored the Cavs 31-24 in the third. Victor Oladipo doing everything he could to try and get his team back into this thing, but it just wasn't enough in the end.
And Victor Oladipo, I wish he would have done a lot more attacking, like you saw on that play, because he was virtually unstoppable by whoever was guarding him on Cleveland. Collison played really well. But
Scary
again,
moment.
this game was all about the hydration of LeBron.
It was, but Doris Burke giving us updates on how much Gatorade and water he had, and there he is. LeBron was on the bench, so George Hill stepped up.
You got to take advantage of the cramps. The Pacers.
You have to. And LeBron comes back. He can't just sit on the bench during this one.
But this is what the Pacers need other players like Turner and Bogdanovich to play well. They combined for 11 points and 11 fouls. That's not going to get it done in the Game 7 versus LeBron
ain't
James
going to cut it.
and the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Good words from LeBron to Oladipo here, and the Cavs move on.
It's hard to put into words, but, you know, that's why he's the best player on the planet. He put us on his back. He did it all for us this series.
I thought I had a good motor, but his motor is unreal. He's got a Lamborghini motor, so it's amazing to see what he's able to do, and especially in year 15. Geez, if I could find out the remedy for that, I'll definitely take it.
How does what you saw from Indiana, especially their bigs, translate to what you're going to see next round?
Man, I don't know. I'm burnt right now. I'm not thinking about Toronto right now until tomorrow. I'm ready to go home. I'm tired. I want to go home.
Can I get out of here?
Can I just go to
My
bed?
crib is like 35,000 square feet.
Which room am I going to sleep in tonight? Okay, obviously it's a big win. They move on. They now face the Raptors. Question, though, are you more or less confident about this Cavs team based on what you saw?
Every time somebody spoke at the podium, the first thing they said was LeBron James was the best player in the world. Tyronn Lue, Tristan Thompson, LeBron would have said it, but they said it for him in that period. I think that's what I'm relying on. The greatness of LeBron James is going to find ways to have those signature moments when needed and carry the team because he doesn't have 2 other All-Stars, yet they have to find ways to get those role players to perform the way they did in Game 7. Tristan Thompson will remain in the starting lineup. Maybe we can continue to see him get double-figure rebounds and play with extra effort.
I mean, for me, what's scary is he has to make an announcement to somebody that he is going to play the whole game. It's not even about the announcement. It's the fact that he has to have that mindset, that his mindset can't even be, I can take a break, I can chill a little bit and get some rest. That's trouble down the stretch in these playoffs.
But Beagle, you asked a specific question, which is, do you feel more or less confident in the Cavaliers coming out of the series? The answer is definitively less. And of all the statistics coming out of this thing, let me read you one. We're sitting here hailing the supporting cast yesterday. What a great job they did. Everyone on Cleveland not named LeBron James yesterday combined to shoot 16 for 49.
That ain't right.
I'm very bad at math, but that's less than 33%. They stink. I mean, the team around him is terrible. Tristan Thompson finally made an appearance in this series. Where the heck has he been?
Well, I know where he's been.
He's been on the bench.
Well, yeah, I'm saying. But you know what I'm saying.
Oh, right.
He's out there completely by himself. Not one guy on this team scored 20 points in any game in this series besides him.
This is what the greatness of LeBron James is, because when one other player shows up, he can win a Game 7. That's the point that everybody keeps missing.
The bar was so low for the supporting cast that we thought yesterday was amazing.
You thought Tristan Thompson was ready to go home? You didn't think he was going to come on the ball?
You're not ready? we got a big. I don't know why you keep giving me bad looks over here, Ryan. I don't really like it. We got some big numbers.
You talking about how big LeBron house is. Look at Tristan's ain't big enough.
45 points in a Game 7. Second time in his career he's done that. He's the only player in NBA history to do it twice. And the series marked the 20th time in his career that he led his team outright in points, rebounds, and assists in a series. No other player has done it more than 6 times. And here you go for you gamblers. The Cavs, actually an underdog in the chances to beat Toronto, according to the Westgate Las Vegas Superbook. First time that LeBron has been in a series as the underdog against an East opponent since the 2008 conference semifinals against the Celtics.
And Greeny, we can't have it both ways. On one hand, we can't say how great LeBron is, and then we say, oh, what about his supporting cast? This is LeBron James' squad.
Well, let's keep up with the greatness of him. It's time to get up and go. That steal right there late in the second was the 396th of his postseason career. One more than Scottie Pippen for the most postseason steals. Michael Jordan's third on the steals list, followed by Magic, Stockton, Kobe.
I feel like I always need to defend Scottie Pippen because he got labeled with a term that's taboo in basketball, robbing.
Yeah.
And people never truly give him the credit of being one of the top 50 players
you really
to ever
think you
perform.
need to defend? I mean, do you think
he's in the Hall of Fame, but I agree. Sometimes it's given short shrift.
I am a big fan of thinking quickly on your feet. And what this gentleman to the left
what was that?
Is, this man right here thought, oh, I am in for sure. No, you're not. But
it's a great save, though.
It's a perfect save.
It's a great save, and we're talking about him on this show.
Right?
So way to go, Mr. Left-Hanging Fan.
He handled it so well that it's actually cooler.
At least you got a shirt on under that jersey.
That's Kobe Bryant. Jalen, you know how I feel about it. Man, you cannot show up with just the jersey. You got to wear something underneath it, preferably not a button down. As for Game 1 of the Western Conference semis, between the Jazz and Rockets, it was all Houston. This was easy. James Harden the whole time, 41 points, 7 of 12 from 3. 6th career 40-point postseason game for him.
Jalen, have you ever seen anybody in isolation be as good as James Harden?
No. How about this, Ryan? So there's some terrific offensive players in the league, no doubt about it. We just showed LeBron James. We know KD. So many. James Harden is the most unique because anytime you can lead the league in total points and total assists, that is outstanding.
That's confusing.
And then he can shoot the 3, make the 3, and lead the league in free throws. This guy is truly unique in today's game.
They also play at a faster pace based upon who their coach is and a lot of their analytics. So those numbers are slightly skewed, but I don't mean to diminish what you're saying. I agree.
How about Game 1 tonight? Eastern Conference semis kick off. Philly, Boston. Celtics might be without one of their key contributors. Jaylen Brown is listed as doubtful with a hammy.
I'm not saying that he's not going to play to break any news, but I am saying he's not going to play.
I mean, look, if there's any team that's prepared to deal with adversity like this,
After a while, though, it catches up. You can't continue to lose star after star and key players.
And the Boston Celtics misdiagnosed Isaiah Thomas's injury last year and fired most of their medical staff.
But
they will not be rushing a player back to play with a pulled hamstring.
Here you go, Greeny. Gary Sanchez. That bad boy right there, a 447-foot homer. The Yankees complete the sweep of the Angels by winning their 9th straight game. CC Sabathia, 7 innings of 1-run baseball. And even with that win, they're still behind the Red Sox in the AL.
Yeah, because the Red Sox got off to an historically great start, but the Yankee offense has completely come alive as we expected. They lead the American League in scoring. They play the Astros in a series starting tonight, who lead the American League in pitching, so it should be fun.
So here's the one. Dodgers' Cody Bellinger. He was pulled in the 5th inning yesterday. Right here, he had crushed a ball. That's known as Triples Alley out in San Francisco, but he coasts in the 2nd, settles for the double. They were trailing by 4 runs. I call that lollygagging, Jalen. Trailing at the time. They eventually lost the game. He doesn't understand necessarily why he got pulled, but he basically said, well, my manager
Because the manager's picking on the young guy. He said, we're down 4 runs. I'm not making it out at third base. I think everything he said is right. As a general rule, I like the idea of sending a message that we need to run hard, but that was the wrong spot.
All right, Philly, home team got wrecked by the Braves. Fans weren't having any fun. Alex is miserable. Golly, Alex.
Like Mike Schmidt jersey.
Missed an opportunity at a foul ball, not once, but twice. However, the broadcast team, no, you can't give him a ball if you're
right. You definitely can't give him a ball. But listen, it's about competing. This kid is a competitor. He came to the game for a reason, and the reason was to get a baseball.
So
and
then
he
don't
got
give it.
one.
Then you can't give him one.
Well, he seemed happy.
I know. You got to
I'm with
earn
Michelle
that,
Beadle
Alex.
here. There's a level of entitlement.
Come on,
You may
man.
not get a ball,
That's
but you got to the game. Okay. You still at the game.
Stanley Cup final playoffs. My bad. Last night, Kevin Fiala scored with a little over 5.5 in double overtime. Preds beat Winnipeg. Game 2, evening things up at 1 apiece. He's now one of 9 players in Stanley Cup playoff history with multiple game-winning goals in the playoffs before turning 22. How old do y'all feel right now? 22, guys.
I feel about 23 and a half.
That hurts my heart a little bit.
You're looking too, Greeny.
I like this better in the stands. Look what was going on in the stands.
The stands is where things get weird because the Tennessee Titans showed up supporting their hometown hockey team. And the beer is cool. The catfish is different.
This is 100% the most offensive lineman thing I've ever seen. This is the type of things that they do. They drink beer off of fish, and they wear.
By the way,
they don't wear shirts when they should have on
Mariota's
sports
there,
bras, maybe. I mean, all these things are going on because this is how offensive linemen live. That's life in the trenches, Michelle.
I got another word now that I look at this video. That's cultural. What I'm seeing right there.
Oh, no. No. That was a very diverse group of human beings.
I know.
We had Hawaiians.
Yeah, we had everything.
It was so diverse that the brother was standing to the side.
Dude, he had his shirt off.
Holding his beer.
He
wasn't drinking off the fish.
I did not see any footage of him drinking off of that fish.
His shirt was off in a public setting. Do not pretend like one guy's better than the other.
I did not
This was
see
a hot
any
mess all
footage
around.
of him drinking off of that fish.
I'll say this, if you want to get into the cultural side of this, Jewish people will smoke a lot of fish, but they will rarely drink off of it.
Fine, but you're wrong on this one. Meanwhile, on planet Earth, this we've all kind of been waiting to see. I'm not gonna lie. So last November, Rodrigo Coxa rode an 80-foot wave in Portugal. It was announced this weekend at the Big Wave Awards. That wave has set the world record for highest wave ever surfed.
Would anyone do this?
I don't know how to surf.
Actually, in my audition for Point Break 3, absolutely.
I'd watch that. I'd watch that.
I don't do anything adventurous.
That's
nothing.
Terrifying, but awesome at the same time.
I'm fascinated by it. I'm consumed by it and fascinated by it. I would not like to try it. Would you try it? I can't surf either, but if you could.
What happens in your brain when that 80-foot wave is coming and says, you know what? I'm gonna ride that thing.
Yeah.
Like that doesn't compute.
Maybe a similar thing that happens when a running back is coming full steam ahead at you, and your first thought is not to run out of the way.
Yeah, Ryan.
That's different.
Okay.
But that ain't necessarily life or death.
Yeah, that's different.
Sometimes it is. Football coming up. Mel Kiper and Todd McShay join us live with who won the draft and who we need to keep an eye on for 2019. Plus, in 30 minutes, the guy who started it all Thursday night by taking Baker Mayfield, Browns general manager John Dorsey, joins us live with how the decision went down. So all that is still on the way. But as we speak of Mel and Todd, with their draft recaps, let's do 2 stats and a lie, all right? One of these is not true. Is it A, the 36 draft day trades this weekend were the most all time? B, that Nick Saban has more first-round picks at Alabama than he has lost games?
Oh, wow.
Or C, that the SEC had 53 players chosen, 12th straight year, they had the most picks. One of those is not true. And we'll tell you which one it is next. What do you think, Ryan? You've been good with these.